Hey guys, so it's day 30. Today was a clean and jerk day. I actually cut out like the actual like really light warm-up sets, just because the video gets too long if I just upload everything. So I did like real slow technique work using no feet. From 40 kilos actually up until I think it was like 50 or 55. And then you could see me start my actual warm-up sets with my workout partner, starting at 60 kilos. I'm still taking things very light because I've changed my form in both the snatch and the clean when it comes to actually not the pull but the catch. So I'm always really catching both the snatch and the clean in the power position, but I wanted to actually fix that. So especially with the cleans, after I did I guess kind of like pseudo no feet, like more Chinese style, where the feet is kind of like a no feet clean and then it just shifts out instead of the aggressive Soviet style stomping. After I implemented that, and I'm always focusing on catching the clean with my butt back, instead of the butt like almost just above the feet. I've been able to catch the cleans a lot more with a lot more stability. So yeah, so what I focused on, firstly, it's the start position. So I've been saying core for a few weeks now, especially with my hamstring and my lower back injury. My lower back, I know it's not a like 90% it's not a disc issue because there's no numbness in my legs or my feet, but I do feel pain when I hyperextend or I really round my back. But I feel that pain like not in the muscles but in my spine. I don't know what the problem is yet, but I'm still figuring things out. Anyway, so what I learned from the seminar, like how to brace your core, you take a really big breath in and then you have to activate your transverse abdominis. Better if you do it with the pelvic floor, but I'm still learning how to do that. But anyways, I'm doing the best I can to breathe through my nose and brace my core. So yeah, that's what I do. Like that's why I actually divide these reps. I do the start position over and over again at each rep instead of just continuously doing things, just because I focus on the start routine. And I think this is actually really helpful. And even my coach, like he kind of was wondering why I don't keep repeating like reps when I'm doing like doubles or triples. And I said that I'm really focusing on core and the start position. And he said it was good. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, and then the cleans are actually pretty good, but the jerks are awful right now. Just the timing, the front foot out, and just everything is a little bit out of whack. I think I need some more practice, but at least the snatches and the cleans are going. So I think my jerks, after a few workouts, it's going to come back because my jerks it used to be the strongest out of the three. But anyways, so that's the start position. And yeah, I always focus on the catch even before I start pulling, because that was my, I guess, weak spot. Catching and pulling under quickly is really important. And also what I'm actually fidgeting around with, I've actually searched this up on YouTube and then also asked the guy from the national team when I went to the seminar last week, and my coach. So I have two sources of references from former athletes who were at national team level. My coach was also I think he was a junior national team member. But yeah, so I trust their capacity and their level of expertise, and also just searching around Reddit, which is a little bit less, but a little bit more sample size. Anyways, here it goes. So in the start position, they say some people say to retract the scaps and some people say to flex the lats. I know this is wrong. I know you're supposed to feel some tension at the start. Well, some people say you're supposed to feel some tension but not flex or retract the shoulders, just because it's a lot easier to go into that second pull and activate your lats, that lat sweep, both in the snatch and the clean. And this is what kind of my coach tells me, like you're supposed to pull aggressively or sweep the lats aggressively in the second pull, which is why you need to at least know that your lats, what your lats are doing from the start, which is why you need to not put tension, but at least feel some tension in the lats, not flexing, but feel some tension, and always putting the chest up. And then from the seminar, what the other athlete, or the coach who was also from the national team, he said that you need to relax the shoulders as if you're doing a clean deadlift. And in some cases, when you go to super heavyweights, they actually kind of round their upper back. I don't want to go into this because it's extremely advanced level. But anyways, relaxing the upper body but keeping the chest up, which means that your erector spinae and your posterior muscles are all working to keep that back neutral and slightly, curved. So you're able to pull, but you don't actually activate your upper body muscles like your lats and your shoulders, which is a lot weaker than your posterior chain. So relaxing the shoulders can be really big, because if you in, let's say, the clean deadlift, if you focus on retracting the shoulders or putting at least some sort of flexion or activation of the shoulder muscles, what happens is you try to use the weaker upper body muscles in the pull, that your weight tends to shift forward because the upper body muscles aren't able to actually cope with that amount of weight. So basically you kind of screw up by collapsing your balance. Whereas if you relax the shoulders and only rely on the posterior chain, what it does is the bar is just hanging on your arms, and using the posterior chain and your strong back and hip and leg muscles, you're able to pull that weight. But what's different from the deadlift and the clean or the snatch is that you are supposed to use your lats in the second pull. So I think this is where the disparity comes. The lats can be sort of viewed as part of the posterior chain because you are pulling and sweeping inside. And it is also attached to your spine and, your back. So what's actually, I think, most important is that you're using the lats, but you're not using your shoulder muscles in the first and the second pull. Even in the second pull, you're not supposed to really, overly retract the shoulders or kind of tug, which is the worst part, tug using your arms. You're supposed to sweep in with your lats. This actually could prevent you from your chest collapsing because you are using the strongest muscles, which is your lats in the upper body, than those smaller, weaker muscles in your upper body. So anyways, I am playing around with that sort of idea. I know it's very nuanced, but I think the best thing you could do is relax the shoulders, but also at the same time keeping the chest up while the core is braced. Those three in conjunction makes a really strong pull, and I'm feeling it right now. I came back, I used my PR, I think, for my clean and jerk is 90 something, but after 7 months of rest, I am cleaning 81 pretty comfortably right now. I kind of screwed up just now because actually, is it? Oh yeah, I screwed up because I couldn't catch the clean with the full hand. I'm still working on that. But anyways, the pulling power is there, so I'm gonna just keep doing this, and you'll see me later on me pulling the clean deadlift with very relaxed shoulders, but just the core braced and the chest up. Like I learned in the seminar, the first few reps I forgot this cue and I used my shoulders and like try to, retract the shoulders and use my lats. And it felt really heavy. But after I got to my top sets, I remembered that cue from the seminar, which is why I started to relax my upper body and the weight felt so much more light. So, definitely a cue you guys could use. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And I know this is like valid information coming from, two very elite athletes from in the past. There's going to be a few more sets of clean panda pulls, and then I'm going to end with deadlifts at the end of the video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.